Sarah Burris of Raw Stories reporting on a heartbreaking story about a transgender activist in Pakistan. Quote, Sunday night, Alicia, a 23-year-old transgender district coordinator for Trans Action in northern Pakistan, was attacked and shot 8 times, according to a Facebook post from the organization. Her friends rushed her to the hospital, but doctors wouldn't treat her, and she died Wednesday morning. The hospital told them that no bed was available for her. Trans Action posted that the gang that shot Alicia is known for targeting members of the transgender community. The Washington Post reports that they have sexually assaulted transgender people and recorded the crime on video. This was the 3rd time that Alicia had been shot. So when they went to the hospital, they said, look, we're in Pakistan. We didn't know. Do we put her in the men's wing or the women's wing? We don't know. So they showed up and they asked. And then the doctors, instead of doing their fucking jobs, some of them went on to harass these poor transgender women. And some of them told them to dance. Their fucking friend is sitting there shot. They're like, what do? We need your help. Like, I want to do a little dance for me. Go ahead, do a little dance. What the fuck, man? So, look. I mean, transgender people, they have it rough even in the U.S. Like, if you look at, honestly, the hate crime statistics against even the gay community versus the trans community now. People in the gay community even say, Dan Savage recently said it, he's like, actually, trans people have it way worse than we do. So, in the West, there's this, anti-trans feeling. Recently, we've, covered the bathroom law, for example. There's this anti-trans backlash now. Can you imagine what the fuck it's like in Pakistan? A way more ultra-conservative religious society, and a tribal society in many respects. So, you have these poor women, these activists, and, they're not even viewed as human. It's like, oh, so you were shot because you're doing work that idiots and far right-wing religious lunatics disagree with? We don't have a bed for you. How about that? And while you're here, dance for me. Okay, here's what we all need to understand. We often talk, okay, so we got gay marriage. There's been progression on this front in the United States and in some places in the West, and we cheer that on. But understand there's so much work that has to be done for the LGBT community still. Not just in the U.S., because there's over 20 states that are allowed, where businesses are allowed to just fire you for being gay. But also, the work around the world is honestly even more mind-numbing and scary, because there's still multiple countries where they can kill you for being gay. There's still countries where it's just illegal to be gay. So it gets the death penalty in some places. In other places, it gets you a jail sentence. We're nowhere near the right spot. We've not come anywhere near the finish line. We're not even at a place yet where, in many countries around the world, there's just no gay marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's, we need to fight for the right for gay marriage. No, in some places, we need to fight for the right for gay people not to get locked up. And in some places, not to be killed. In many Muslim countries, you can be put to death for that. When it comes to atheism, too, not to bring that in, but there are places where you can be put to death for being an atheist. That's fucking crazy. So we still have so much work to do. And this is why, when liberals get complacent, you're making a mistake. Because a lot of these ideas to you, don't be a dick to trans people. A lot of those ideas to you are just duh. Obviously. Okay, so they're not exactly like me. Whoop-de-doo, who cares? Treat them with respect. But in other places around the world, they're not even at the point where it's just a hatred and a dislike for them. They're still at the point where it's hatred, dislike, and I'm going to murder you. So we got a lot of work to do, and this is further evidence of it right here. And man, you want to talk about people who have extreme courage. Look at transgender activists in fucking Pakistan.